Let me find out you gave up. Hello guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Bahja. If this is your first time seeing my face, then hey, welcome to the channel. And if I don't know why I'm so happy today, like I literally can't stop smiling. I just being here and being in front of the camera and being back doing these like sit down videos, it just makes me so happy and it brings so much joy to my soul. Y'all have no idea. Don't take this lightly when I say it, but I truly love and appreciate every single one of you guys so much. And like, YouTube is my home. Like, this platform, sitting down and filming a video for it will literally always light me up. So I love you guys. And I missed it. I missed it so much. I've been gone for so long. Every time I come back, I'm like, I'm here to stay. It would be crickets. It would be crickets, but not this time, girl. Not this time. Now let me finish my intro. Hello guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Bahja. If this is your first time seeing my face, then hey, welcome to the channel. And if you've been here before, like always, it is an honor and a pleasure to have you here with me. On this channel, I help you reach your fullest potential through self-development, lifestyle, mindset, self-love, literally anything and everything you can think of that falls under the category of you reaching your fullest potential, we talk about here. So if that's your vibe, then you should definitely subscribe and join us. We love, and I'm saying we because me too, girl, me too. We love to talk about the glamorous side of self-development, of reaching your fullest potential, of becoming her and that girl. And that's the vision boards, the glowing up, the night routines, the morning routines, and all those things are amazing. But what we really need to talk about and the moments that matter the most is when you're in the trenches. It's when you're going through it. It's when things are not turning out the way that you want it to. It's when you're being tested. It's when you're going through heartbreaks and you're grieving and feeling all these heavy emotions. It's when life is just lifing. And there's just really nothing that you can do about it because all the outside noise and circumstances is affecting you and your growth. And those are the moments, those are the times where you really, really need to be able to stick it through. Those are the times that matter most because those are the times that shape you into who you're becoming. I'm gonna keep it so real. I haven't been there in a really long time. I started my self-development journey almost 5 years ago now. I haven't been there in a while. Yes, I've had my bumps in the road here and there, but when it comes to that place where you are truly feeling lost, where you are feeling down, where your entire world just feels like it is literally crumbling around you, I haven't been there in a minute. But this year, y'all, this year got me. And that's why y'all haven't seen much of me, okay? Because I've been fighting. I've been fighting for my life. And it doesn't matter how much growth you've done. It doesn't matter how much knowledge you have in self-development. It doesn't matter how much healing you've done. You will face these eras, these moments, and these seasons where it is still where you feel lost, where things are heavy, some hardship might come your way and just blow your entire life up. Those times will come, not because you're being punished, not because you did something to fall off or you did something to, manifest this into your life, but because those are the moments and those are the times that shape you the most, that make you stronger, that allow you to grow and evolve, that allow you to meet yourself and God deeper. But what the heck do you do when you are struggling? What do you do when you feel like you are constantly swimming against the tide? What do you do? Evolving comes with growing pains. I always talk about the pain of change and the pain of growth and the pain that comes right before things just start going up for you, right before you become a version of yourself that you don't even recognize that is so much better than the version of you that you were before. Know that, okay? Remember that. And I know it's so much easier said than done. So what do you do in this season to stay grounded, to actually do the work and learn the lessons and grow and evolve? Let me tell you, okay? I'm gonna put you on because I got through it. I came out the other end. I'm not the same girl I was a year ago, and that was the whole point. It sucked. I had many days where I cried, I sobbed. Even yesterday, something happened in my life that was really, really, really scary yesterday. And I'm gonna lose track right now, but like, I truly think of this and I look back at it, I'm like, I still have to show up. I still have to show up for myself. Just the way that God has crafted my year, I'm gonna say, the way that God has crafted my year, I feel like I'm learning to show up even in the chaos, even when circumstances are not ideal, even when I'm not in the best mood, even when I'm not feeling feeling my best. I'm learning to show up. You are not going to give up on yourself. I'm not going to let you give up on yourself. Now let's get into this video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some of my greatest tips, okay? Put these in your toolbox for when you need it. Doesn't matter how much you know. It doesn't matter how much you grow and heal. You will have seasons like this again. And I watched this episode. I might have to say this might be my favorite podcast episode that I listened to all year, and it's the one with Mel Robbins and Emma Grede. I'm going to put the clip that I'm talking about in here.
I remember hearing this when I was a bit younger, and it's like I almost live by it. If you are doing something difficult, if you're chasing a dream, if you are on the road to whatever it is, you are going to be happy about a third of the time. And the other third of the time, you are going to be like, life is kind of all right. And the final third of the time, you're going to feel terrible now. The point is that we shouldn't feel good all the time.
I really love that they said this because it's not always going to be linear. You're not always going to have the time of your life. You are going to have seasons where they suck. You feel like you're stuck and nothing is happening. There's seasons where you might not be feeling your best, but you still have to show up for yourself and choose growth over being stuck and telling yourself that you're not good enough and getting into this headspace, loser mentality. That's what I call it. I call it loser mentality. Not to say that you're a loser, okay? We all go there. We all feel that way sometimes, but it's not where we want to be. We want to have that growth mindset. We want to be persistent in every single situation that we're in. So let's get into these tips, girl, because I'm yapping. Okay, I could talk about this all day, but I just, it's like, yes, show yourself grace, but you still have to show up for yourself and you cannot give up on yourself, okay? Let me find out you gave up. Okay, the first thing that you have to understand and remind yourself of often, when I say you have to remind yourself of this often, I mean you have to remind yourself of this every single day, couple times in a day, depending on how hard the day is, okay? And that is, you are not suffering for nothing. This is just me trying to make you feel better about yourself and better about your life. This is just facts. This is just law. In the Quran, God says, so surely with hardship will come ease. Surely with that hardship comes more ease. In the Bible, and for my Muslims, it's not just Muslims who watch my video. I want you to know that, okay? I don't turn to the Bible for guidance because that's not my book. But there are people who turn to the Bible for guidance. Not only that, but these are very similar ideas. And I'm trying to make the point that this is a universal truth. So don't come for me in the comments. In the Bible, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. And then science, of course, okay? Neuroplasticity, we talk about this a lot on the channel. Neuroscience shows that when you struggle or when you go through something difficult or challenging, your brain is literally rewiring itself. You're healing, you're growing, you're stretching, you're learning, you're evolving. When your brain is feeling that little bit of stress, it's called desirable difficulty. So when you are facing the struggles and you're facing these challenges and you're going through these hardships, you are literally growing through it. Your brain is changing, you're growing, you're evolving, and you're becoming stronger. There is something in it for you. Or even when we take a look at nature, we as human beings are a part of nature. We like to think that we're separate from nature, but we are literally a part of nature. We are one with nature. And there's a lot of lessons that we can learn just from observing. So when we observe nature, we see that struggle creates beauty. I know this is like a little cliche, but diamonds do form under pressure. When volcanoes erupt, they might destroy, but it also creates new land. Or a butterfly, when it struggles trying to come out of its cocoon, that literally gives it the strength to fly. And if you try to help it out of its cocoon, it's gonna die. Why was that low-key bars? Come on, Dr. Seuss. So I'm not trying to feed you this cliche motivational stuff, but it's literally law. Your struggle, your hardship is a part of your becoming. When you think back at all the times that you struggled, all the times that you cried, all the times that you went through hardship, you can probably look back at that and reflect on how much it's allowed you to grow. You can look back at it and be grateful for it now. There is nothing that you've gone through that you didn't survive. You're here right now. You didn't die. None of us sitting here right now have experienced death before. We have gone through shitty things. We have gone through hardships, but God has always given us what we needed to survive those moments. So whatever you are going through now, you can survive it. I tell you this because you need to remind yourself of this every single time. time. Every single time. You need to whisper it to yourself. You need to say it out loud to yourself. You need to remind yourself of it constantly until it becomes a belief. I personally have an easier time now, I feel like I would say, getting through difficulty or getting through hardship, because I understand that anytime I go through a tough season, there's a better one right around the corner. I'm like, yes, like God is preparing me to level up. God is preparing me for something better. And it might be sick, but it low-key excites me, okay? But when you're in the thick of it, it is really hard, and it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's why you have to remind yourself. Remind yourself, remind yourself, remind yourself until it becomes a belief. Okay, the second tip I have for you guys to get through a difficult season is to meet yourself where you are. And I find this to be true with myself a lot of the time. Is I try to overlook what I'm going through, and I try to force myself to be in a better place, okay? Yes, it's important to like work through. I'm not saying just like meet yourself where you are and sit there and stay there. Being honest about where you are, being honest with the fact that you're struggling, being honest with the fact that you're feeling XYZ emotions, it will allow you to grow through it. Meeting yourself where you are is also showing yourself grace. You can't force yourself and beat yourself into being somewhere you're not, okay? Into pretending like things are perfect and there's nothing wrong. You just simply cannot do that. Meeting yourself where you are is saying, I know that I am struggling with this right now, and that is okay. What can I do to move forward every single day anyway? What can I do to overcome this anyway? I think a lot of times, from my own personal experience, I will say, in everything that happens in our life, it's very intentional, okay? God is intentional. He places you exactly where you need to be, even if it's not ideal. Every time you're going through a difficult season or experiencing something that you don't want to experience, God will always shine a light on the areas that you need to grow in. For me personally, this year, I experienced burnout. Extreme burnout. Okay, extreme burnout. I hated every second of it. My brain stopped working. Like, it literally stopped working. There's a lot of lessons in there for me to learn. And if I were to just ignore everything, I wouldn't have learned it. If I didn't pay attention to it, I wouldn't have learned it. And one of those lessons being, I was working extremely hard, not from a place of alignment, not from a place of like genuine like purpose and like just moving towards something better for myself, but it was coming from a place of lack. That's something that I wouldn't have recognized or noticed, or the limiting belief I wouldn't have recognized if I didn't meet myself where I was and I wasn't honest about where I was. And you can't rush the process either. As much as you want to just rush it and get yourself out of it and, run away from this moment that you're in, you can't do that. So if you try to pretend or you try to rush out of it, you create resistance. So you're not really learning the lessons that need to be learned. You're gonna stay stuck because you're not acknowledging the areas that you need to grow in. You're not acknowledging the things that God is literally shining a light on. You're trying to rush it and, pretend like everything is good and move on to the next level. You can't do that. You can't do that. It's gonna eat you up. Growth happens when you stop fighting where you are and you start to try to understand why you're there. Why am I stuck? Why am I experiencing the same things over and over again? Why do I keep attracting these same people into my life? Why do I feel this way? Why do I sabotage myself in this way? Am I being honest with myself, or am I just pretending like everything is okay so I don't have to deal with the things that actually need to be dealt with? Because the truth is, you cannot grow from the version of yourself that you are lying about. Okay, the next thing is document your journey. And I know you're gonna be like, Bahja, what the heck do you mean document your journey? You want me to document my suffering? So why does documenting a slow season, a season of hardship, just make sense? When you are in a hard or difficult season, it feels like it's just dragging on forever and there's nothing happening sometimes. It feels like there is no progress being made. It feels like we're not moving. So we just feel like we're stuck. But documenting it changes that. When you track the little things, you will recognize that you are actually growing, you are actually evolving, you are actually moving. Sometimes I just sit and I just acknowledge it and I cry. I like to cry. Crying is good for you. Or another thing that I like to do is my voice memos. Oh my goodness. If I'm feeling brave enough to put one of the voice memos that I have on this video, I will, because I've been documenting it that way. I've been leaving little letters to myself, and things are so small. They're so little. It's just like, oh, today I noticed this within myself. Today I'm feeling this way. Today I'm feeling a little bit better this way. I can see how God is shaping me. And just acknowledging those little things makes you feel like you're actually making progress and it's not the end of the world. And the point is, When you document that and you recognize these things, you will start to understand that this season of hardship is happening for you and not just to you. Because, like we said, the whole point is for your growth, for your evolution, to stretch you, to make you uncomfortable so that you could be better and that you can be stronger. Okay, the next thing is that mindset is everything. I always start my videos with mindset and I always end with mindset. I think we kind of talked about mindset a little bit earlier, but monitor the story that you're telling yourself. What is the story that you're telling yourself every single day? What are the little things that you whisper to yourself? Are you telling yourself, I'm a loser? I'm just no better than my circumstances. I'm never going to evolve from this. I'm never going to grow from this. What are the things that you are speaking? What are the things that you are saying? What are the things that are going through your mind? It's the easiest thing to do is to fall into a negative mindset. But those are the exact moments where you need to keep your inner world strong. Your inner world literally shapes your outer world. When you speak life into yourself and you remind yourself, like, this season was perfectly crafted for my growth. I am here because I am meant to grow and evolve. I can do hard things. I have gone through hard seasons and come out the other end. I am growing, I am evolving, and you just speak life into yourself, you will notice opportunities for growth all around you. That is the only time that you will recognize those opportunities. You'll also find little moments of joy, little pockets of peace, even when you are in that hard season. It's literally a choice. What you find within it is a choice. But when you speak negatively and think negatively, you will continue to be in that same cycle because you will attract more of it, you will notice more of it, and you will create more of it. Because the story that you tell yourself every single day becomes the life that you live. Being in a hard season does not give you an excuse to be negative, to have lack mindset, to be ungrateful. The next tip I have for you is to romanticize it. I know it could be hard, but you're in a rough season. You're in a tough time. That's just what it is, right? And accept it for what it is, but still learn to enjoy life. Still learn to look for opportunities of joy. And it might not be all that pretty right now, but it's meant to be purposeful. So love it. Love the season that you're in. Tell yourself that this is a season, an opportunity for you to grow and evolve and become better. Accept it for what it is. The real power lies when you stop fighting the season that you're in, but you begin to feel it. Take it day by day. Show up anyway. One of the best things that I like to do to prove to myself that I am exactly who I think I am, that I am as strong as I believe I am, is showing up anyway. I can cry and bawl my eyes out one moment, but I can still show up the next. I feel like I'm not fighting it, but I'm just showing myself and showing God that I'm exactly who I think I am. That I'm exactly the person who's ready for that next chapter, the thing that I dream of, and hold your vision near and dear to your heart. Hold on to that vision like it's the last thing you get to do on this earth. Romanticize, live through it, okay? Live through it. Romanticize your life outside of the pain. Dress up, hang out with your friends, laugh, plan cute things. I don't know. Whatever makes you feel good, whatever makes you feel alive, make sure you continue to live outside of that pain. Let that hardship and that growth and that evolution like live beside you, but don't let it consume you. Try your best to continue to show up. Try your best to romanticize your life outside of it. Take care of yourself. Read a good book. Go get ice cream. Like, whatever you got to do that day, go ahead and do it. Create beauty even within that chaos because you deserve to feel alive even when you are healing. That truly is how you soften an era that feels so hard or a season that feels so hard. You can't wait for that joy to come back someday, but you have to create it every single day in every single moment and be grateful for this season because it is exactly what you need to become the best that you can be. Another tip that I have for you is community. I am so grateful for the community that I have because they keep me grounded. They show me that I could still show up even when I'm going through a season of hardship. I have the most incredible friends. Like, I will send them voice notes of me crying and then the next thing laughing, and they inspire me to continue showing up because I know they've gone through hard seasons too and they continue to show up. I am so grateful for my family and for my mom because they have helped me through things even when they didn't know it. even when they didn't know it. Community has been the backbone of my growth, and I just want to thank you guys as well. Like, even through these past couple months, you guys have no idea how much you guys have inspired my growth. And every single time I wanted to give up on myself, I thought, nope, my girls. My girls, I can't give up on myself. You guys always tell me how much I inspire you, but you guys inspire me every single day. Knowing that you guys are out there putting one foot in front of the other, it really truly does inspire me to continue showing up for myself. There is no giving up. There is no going backwards because we've already worked so hard to get to the point where we are. There is no going back, okay? It's only up from here. If you are going through a tough season right now, I know it can feel heavy. I know it could feel hard, but just know that we have all gone through it at some point. We will all continue to go through it again at some point when the time comes. This summer, when I did the Her Academy series, every single Saturday we would get on a live call, and I thought I was helping you guys, but those calls helped me so much because just being able to sit there and talk about certain things with you guys and hear what you guys are going through and really just being there to like inspire each other. Every single call I get off of, I literally had the zoomies. I was so excited. I was so happy. And that truly has helped me so much, especially with the year that I've had. Okay. And I just want to share quickly a little announcement. I finally launched our private community for us. It's called The Girls Are Becoming. The link is going to be in the description. It is going to be a time we are going to have bi-weekly calls and check-ins. We're going to have monthly challenges. We have the Glow Up headquarters. We have Proof of Becoming, where we have a literal archive of all of our becomings, the little wins that we get to celebrate together. We have a group chat where we can truly just like talk and connect and talk about the things that are bothering us or share ideas and really just help each other on our becoming. I have done this solo for so long. The reason why I started YouTube is because I was like, there is someone out there who is feeling exactly what I once felt. And I think even a part of me just wanted to see if there is a community out there who might be going through what I was going through so that I didn't feel crazy for the ups and downs of evolving, the ups and downs of reaching your fullest potential and truly becoming the woman that we know we can be. So I'm super grateful that I found you guys and I found my little community. These videos, I'm grateful they help you, but they help me more than you know. And I have been able to build such an amazing community over the past years. So I love and appreciate you guys so much. I'm so excited about this. We're going to do giveaways. There's going to be live events. Minneapolis girls, we're going to be outside. I'm so excited. I'm literally so excited for what's to come. And I feel like this entire year has shaped me to be exactly where I am. And I think just learning to show up even within the chaos is exactly what I need to build the type of community and the events and the things that I want to do. So I'm super excited, and download the Circle app, join us because we're going to have a time, and the girls truly are becoming together. It makes the journey so much easier, and I'm honestly so blessed and so grateful to have you guys. That is all that I have for you guys. I'm so proud of every single one of you guys. I love you guys all so much, and I hope to see you next time.